if you measure, it's got a different setback front to rear, so it only goes on one way. But I still had to play Tetris with it and get it to line up, leave everything loose, get the hardware lined up using a drift to get this cross member in position. And once these were bolted down and tightened down, then I went ahead and I tightened down the transmission to mount bolts, and then also the cross member to mount bolts there. So that's all done. Back here we got the tail shaft with the plug in it, which I'm actually getting ready to drop the drive shaft in here in a minute, just so I can say that the rear, that this is all handled. That'll be pretty sweet. And then I'm going to start working on getting the cross member, which goes from here over to, the lights go here, this mount right here. So from here to here is the cross member for the front diff. And then you can see the CV shaft just sitting right here. I got CV shaft here. I got the other one sitting right over there. That's gonna be fun. There's 5 bolts that I have to line up, and now that I got some weight in here, this thing shouldn't roll when I go to turn the CV shaft, so I don't have to lock it. I can just spin them by hand. But that is the current status of the Pathfinder pickup right now, as of the 5th of September. And yeah, you see my floor repair that I did. I'm gonna have to rubberize it and everything. It's just not a big deal. And I got to replace the shock that's on this side here, because I had to take the shock out to get the CV shaft to go in and out, and that shock was garbage to begin with. So we're gonna go and get new shocks all the way around, front and rear. But yeah, it's completely bolted in now. So this 1992 Pathfinder that's been what we like to call decked and trimmed is now also 5-speed swapped, and swapped to a 3.3 supercharged, using all factory parts so far. This mount here came out of a Nismo box, but it's basically there's nothing really fancy about it, but it wasn't a Nismo box. I bought it off of a member over in infamous Nissan for way cheaper than I could have bought a factory one, or even an aftermarket one. So I said screw it. I know it's not going to be anything fancy with it saying Nismo on it, but whatever. I didn't really care. I was looking at price and knowing that even if it is not really fancy, if it's in a Nissan box with a Nissan part number, chances of fitment being correct is going to be good. So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I used the Cadillac, let me see if I can get this in the picture here. I used the Cadillac ground wire in place of the factory ground wire, which is kind of cool. It's off a Cadillac CTS. It was a little beefier than what Nissan used. Nissan used like a 14 gauge wire or something like that, and this is like a heavy, like 4 gauge. Yeah, it's like 4 gauge, so it's gonna be a good ground from body to frame. Yeah, so cool. I've got other things in the works that I've been working on. I got some secret stuff that I'm doing to this truck that I'm not going to let anyone know what I'm doing yet. Oh, and the other thing I got to deal with, which I'm not thrilled about, is this is the shift linkage for 4-wheel drive, and the ball joint broke off inside of it. So it's like I'm going to have to figure out what I'm doing with that. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get to, and you have to take this out, and then you have to drive a wedge like forward to get all of it out. I have the new shift handle with the new ball joint, but getting this piece out is just going to be a extra step that I really don't feel like doing. If I can get this whole assembly to slide off, I got another one that I can slide on. It's, you know, it's been on for close to 30 years, so it's going to fight me every step of the way, but we'll see. And then I got the other shifter that I got also weld, so I still got a lot of work cut out for me. before I even say that this thing's ready to go. But this is a huge step in the right direction. I mean, we're looking at engine and transmission inside, and it's a direct swap mechanically. Getting it to run is going to be a whole other story, so we're getting to that point. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Take care now. See ya.